how small these lambs are. They are small, aren't they? I can't believe how small they are.
Teddy. Hi guys, we're just back with a bit of a Teddy update because lots of people are messaging asking to see how he's doing. Why do you keep showing your bottom to me? In honesty, he isn't doing great at all. We've got him in, he's had an injection. We've been on the phone to the vet as well. Let's get him around the front of him first. We've had a team cry, I think, at the minute because it's the advice over the phone hasn't been great either to his kind of prospects. I don't know if your comments are working or not. Nothing's showing up at a second. So yeah, Teddy is in a really, really bad state. He's had an injection. Oh, I forgot what it was. I think it was antibiotics. The vet is on their way out. So hopefully they'll be here within the hour. But the information over the phone isn't great because there's not really too much you can do for a lamb. It could be whatever was wrong with him has now just took over, and it's got to a point where as he's growing he's further down the line in whatever the problems are. I'm not seeing any comments, sorry. He's had some more water. He's had lots of cuddles. We've given him like a cool bath, wet cloths to kind of cool him down and keep his temperature down. Don't seem to be the problem though, because he's just not steady on his feet at all. Jaide's been down here with him. She's just going to go set something else up, and then she's going to come back in time to be here when the vet arrives. We may or may not be on when the vet arrives, just if they're something they're happy with or not. But we may have to prepare for the worst with Ted. Hi Chris, thank you. We've put so much time and attention into helping Ted, giving him the best chance, and yesterday morning he was a bit funny, but he did get straight back up. He was on the ball. Obviously, if you watched the video late last night, he was very lively. So it looked like whatever was yesterday morning was just a little blip, and everything else yesterday was perfect. This morning he's been fine, jumping about, having his morning feed. He was put outside in that middle little field there, and then obviously when I've gone back to check on him, they've left him just a tiny bit longer because they had to move the llamas, and obviously we need all hands on deck for that. And he just took a turn for the worse over that time. He's just not right, is he? So I'm hoping the vet, well, the call was a good half hour ago, so I'm hoping the vet will be here now within half an hour. Our vets are based in Bristol because they're proper farm vets. They've got the experience with lots of the, not just the farm animals that we've got, obviously we've got exotics here as well. So I think they deal with a lot of the zoos around Bristol area. So we haven't got, it's not a local vet. Obviously vets are avoiding visiting unless completely necessary to places because of they don't want to spread an infection around as well. But in this case, this is an emergency, and we're at the point of Teddy's surviving or not, which is why we're here. Teddy's really unwell. I've really taken the turn for the worse, Tracy. I did a video at 12 today and it was heartbreaking because Ted was just down. He wasn't getting up at all. We're really, really worried now. So we've been on the phone to the vet. He's had an injection. I'll find some more information about the injection that he's had. But after speaking to the vet, it may not be a great outcome, but they are on their way. So we will be with you to follow through what it is and find out what's causing Ted to be like this, because he was just, you know, he's 5 weeks old now. To get him, we've got him so strong. If you go and have a look, I need to post a video. It's on TikTok at the minute 'cause Jade made it, of how weak and how bad Teddy was when he was born. He had 0.01 chance of survival anyway. And the amazing work the team have done to get him to this point, especially Jade, especially Amy. I think Katie did an overnight as well. Hi Rachel. To get him this far and to lose him is going to be devastating, because this is the little guy that's been keeping us through since we were open. This is our first lamb of the year, and Teddy was with us when we were still open to the public. I think everyone's had to go and get their own like emotional time. But yeah, so we've got the vet coming out, which is a tough decision to make in itself, because you're looking at your animal feed, your other bills, and then you're thinking, well, is that going to stop other animals getting care if this goes on a couple of months? But I said that my kids can eat beans on toast for months, it's fine. Let's just get Teddy what he needs. I'm gonna go again. So the vet is on their way. I'll have a chat to the vet off camera, see if they mind me filming a bit of it as well. This is just so tough, isn't it, really? While the vet's here, we are going to get her to check some of the other animals as well. Obviously, we've got, we do have a GoFund, Rachel. It's I don't know why it hasn't got any text with it. It's a little link that's pinned. Can you see? gf.me. That's our GoFundMe. If you can help, because when the vet comes, they'll have some different treatment plans, and one might be an operation, one might be just medication, one might be scans, taking him up to Bristol to their veterinary centre. That's all going to be, that'll be wiping out what's in there so far, because we already spent that on we took out most of that to do that Mole Valley order that came yesterday. So I think there's about £140 left in it, which basically covers the vet getting the car and getting here, to be honest. He's just not right today, is he? I'll save that video from TikTok and move it over, because I know most people haven't got TikTok. Jaide and Teddy. But yeah, he's had some medicine. He's had a good rub down with some wet cloths, just kind of cooling down as well, to see if a kind of bit of freshness, a bit of like a bed bath might cheer him up a bit. But he's just, you can see he's not right in his eyes. He's just not on the planet, is he? Keeping him on his feet is important, because when they lie down, they tend to just lie down and go to sleep, and that is it. He didn't stand up for 2 days after he was born. Just to give you a bit of context, this little one here was born this morning and was up on their feet straight away. This, I think we're going to name Oreo. There's a little boy born this morning. If you look, that's 5 weeks younger than Teddy. Look how strong he is on his feet compared to Ted. Can't really see him, he's hiding underneath. So this is a newborn lamb, a couple of hours old. I'm trying to zoom out without turning the camera around because I'm rubbish. And then Teddy, 5 weeks old, really bad. I'm really hoping the vet doesn't come and make the decision just to say it'll be nice on Ted just to put him to sleep. I know someone did say that earlier. Sometimes that's what the decision they say is the best for an animal, because they can see kind of the pain levels and distress levels better than we can. Yeah, the vet's on their way in. Called as soon as I got off before. Called the vet. Oh, actually, Mark was actually on the vet before I came off the video. He was at the other end of the farm, but he'd seen the video, but he couldn't get away from, because they had all the llamas out. So they couldn't come because the llamas are out, and if you leave the llamas out, they'll fight each other, and basically they kill each other up there. So they were stuck up there. I was stuck down here, but Mark had already rang the vet. So we'd already had one call with the vet about what medications to use that we've got on site, and then we've called the vet again, and the vet's on their way out now. So we will see. I'll let him have a little rest, but I don't want to let him stay on his down for too long, because you leave him down, this is when they give up, which is why you see the mums kind of kicking the babies when they're down, because they don't want the babies to kind of go to sleep for good. So Jay's on her way back in a minute. She's really struggling emotionally with this. I think that's why she had to leave. She's like, I will go sort out the chickens. I think it was just, to be honest, just to get away for a minute. Give herself a bit of a respite from looking after Ted, because he's in a really bad way. Let's come down and see him. Come on, Teddy, let's keep going. The vet's on their way in a minute. I'm hoping with a good injection. Bit of a health check. Yeah, please do share our videos, and I'll link, because we want to be able to make whatever decision needs making. If he needs to go with the vet and stay there, then let's let it happen. Oh, good boy. That's good that he got up on his own. He's just not quite right, is he? Teddy. His little horns. He's got hairs on his horns. No? It's so weird. Come on, Teddy. So yeah, the vet's on their way. Our vet is based in Bristol, because we have a farm and zoo vet, because we've got exotics here as well. We need that specialist knowledge for some of the, like, we've got a raccoon, we've got the snakes. But the road should be clear, really. Everyone's staying home. Oh, Teddy. A little lamb in the background. Where is the lamb in the background? The lamb's escaped. Wait a minute. Where's your lamb gone? Oh, is that your lamb? You've covered your lamb up. Oh. I thought your lamb had escaped. Teddy was born severely deformed. We don't know if it was born overnight. He was our first lamb of this year. We don't know if it was during the birthing process, if he got damaged by mum, or there is a chance that he was attacked by a fox after his birth. He's got severe neck damage. You can you see the kind of neck, his head's always down. His mum wasn't interested at all. What's that? Is that a light on your back? Mum completely abandoned him. So we've been hand rearing him round the clock. The animal carers have been caring for him overnight. He's been hand reared, cuddled, fed, physio on his neck. He didn't stand up for 2 days. And he's now, I don't know if he's just coming up to 5 weeks old on Saturday. And he should be so strong, and you've seen some of the lambs we've got that are a week old that are twice the size of Ted, and he's just not getting there. But he's been really, really well up until yesterday morning. He was a bit funny, so we kept an extra eye on him yesterday, and then today he severely dropped. Lethargic, not moving, his head's gone back down worse than it was normally. So the vet's on their way now to see if there's anything that can be done to help Teddy. I'm sitting in poo again. I don't even want to think of what the other options are. To be honest, we've stayed so positive here during the lockdown, being closed, having no income for these guys, the team, everything that's going on. We've got some staff members have got vulnerable family members. So this whole virus has been so stressful for everyone, and the thing that I think has kept everyone through is Teddy is coming in and spending the day with Teddy, and he's been our inspiration for strength. And I think if we lost Teddy, we lose that positivity that we've been keeping here, and it's going to really affect the whole team in their animal care for all the animals. It's going to really, really take away the spring in our step that we've got, that we've kept going here. Really, we just talk to the animals. We're always bouncing about. We had a pig pool party yesterday. We're just trying to stay so positive through all of this, and I don't think we can cope if Ted doesn't make it, because he's been our everything for so long. 5 weeks of my children have had him. We've had him at home, and my children have been feeding him at home. You saw my boys come over last couple of nights. They did a live video where they fed him. Hello. Is Jay coming back down? Is she a bit upset?
Is she coming down, is she?
That's what I was wondering if you'd seen her.
I haven't seen her. She's gone up there. Do you want me to go and give her a message?
Yeah, you can do. I think she just needed a bit of time out. I think she got it was a bit much for her a minute ago. Hi, Scott. Thank you, Emma. Hi, Amy. No, he was born like this. Basically, he's got damage to his neck. It could have been during the birth. It could have been kind of mum treading on him or kicking him, or it could have been a fox attack. We're not 100% sure. I'll show you how bad his neck is. So he is 5. Oh, I'll just put my knee in poo. Can you see how bad his neck is? His neck just is wrong. Look, it's always at an angle there. So he's been like that since birth. He didn't stand up for 2 days. So his head has always been like that, but he did get a bit perkier as we've kind of been doing physio on him, and he did kind of lift it up a bit more the last kind of week or so. But today he's took a turn for the worse, and he is trying to lift his head up. Look, he's really bad. It's like it's gone back down again. And we are looking at, one of the things is the vet's going to look at is infection. Has he got an infection somehow? Has he eaten something off the floor he shouldn't have done? Has he been bitten by something? They're going to go through all options of what it could be, and they'll have a good, hopefully just a medication plan. Hopefully they'll just basically jab him with something when they're here, and that will be the big difference. We've got no idea. It's for the vet to decide when they get here. You right, Morgan?
I'm in now, actually.
Jade's here now, is she? Jade's on her way down. How long ago did we ring the vet? That's got to be coming up to an hour.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, there might be on other calls. They could be actually with someone. They will also check on... got the pony that's in foal. And we did see some signs the other day of possibly labour being imminent. So while they're here, we'll do a bit of a check-up on Mischief. Is your lamb all right? She looks a bit stressed, doesn't she? Morgan, could you give her lamb a little stroke? Because her lamb seems to have kind of gone into the straw there and... Oh, there we go. It's just hiding. She seemed a bit distressed, so I thought her lamb might be... That's Oreo. Oh, that's right. Her mum just seemed a bit stressed. Oh, you saw him the next day look so poorly. You've done really well looking after him. Fingers crossed he's just having a bad day. Fingers crossed. I was going to try and wait for Jade to get back down here, but she's a bit like me. She don't like being emotional. We like to be tough cookies. No one sees us sad. You got to stay upbeat. Don't let no one see you cry. I've had a few blubs on these videos, haven't I? Yeah, he was there. He was just... I think he upset Mummy a bit by hiding. Oh, she's dancing. Small for a singular as well, I thought. Once the vet's gone, if it's all positive, I'll get my little ones over here to cuddle with Ted. Spend all day in here with him. I thought you had a sumo suit on then, Morgan.
Oh no, this is the water dragon.
Bit fat.
Cover in water.
Chew him. Come on, Teddy. Yeah, do you want some water? Do you want it? No, no, no. You had some. You want some more? Go on then. He's got sad eyes, hasn't he? I wonder if there's any kind of animal groups like that specify and stuff like this. You know, where people get into like a Facebook group and they're always like donating to animals and things. I bet there is. Oh, finished that, have you? Thank you, Scott. Need some positivity. He's not right, is he? Oh, 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 it's down on me. I was just going to touch his leg then. See, there's no meat on his legs either. I don't know. We've got the vet on their way, Emma. He's really in a bad condition today. He was fine this morning, and then I did my 12 o'clock live and just went to check on him in his little shelter, and he was down and out. He was not loving life at all. Really bad way. No, he's not standing right. Put your leg underneath yourself properly. So vet's on their way. They were called while we were on the video. So Mark rang while I was on the video. And then we rang again after the video. Obviously they've cut back the same situation with they didn't want to be in too many places. So coming down from Bristol. So hopefully they'll be here soon. We need Teddy to go. Mark, you being loud? Mark's arguing with everyone. Shush, Mark. There was no swears in that. Yeah, Teddy's going to be like Trailer and beat me up next year. And he's going to be daddy of all next year's lambs. Aren't you, Teddy? Teddy, 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 Teddy. Send love for Teddy. I'm going to post his little TikTok that Jade made. It's so cute. Oh, look at the little Oreo over there. Come on, Ted. Lift your head. We love you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little cut off now. And then I'll, when the vet's here, I'll have a little chat with them and see if they'll let us do a bit of live when the vet's here. Really interesting, so I'd like to know how the ponies are doing as well. And I really, really hope that we come back with some amazing good news about Ted, because I just can't deal. Hi, Julia. Yeah, Teddy's in a bad way. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He's just not right today. This morning, he was jumping about. You know how you see him? He runs up and down, doesn't he, while we're doing the videos? Weren't quite right this morning. But obviously, when I went out to see him at 12, he was down and out, wasn't he? We're going to see. Yeah. Well, Trailer's broke his being naughty, isn't he? So it depends if Teddy's naughty and he breaks his horns doing something naughty. Seem to have forgotten about another lamb we had yesterday. I know, I want him to run at me. Oh, don't, Tina. I want him to run at me. But he keeps running away. Oh, there's a crash on the M5. Oh, how is there a crash? There's no one on the M5. Surely everyone should be in. I had to go to the post office yesterday and I had someone tailgate me, like right up my backside, really dangerously driving. I was thinking, there's just you and me, the only two people on the road. Go past me. Oh, did you tread on your baby? No need for it at all. There's enough problems in the world without car crashes. Hi, Meg.
Hi.
I'm on a live with Ted because everyone wants to know how he's doing.
How is he?
Moving about a bit, but no, he just looks sad and depressed.
Yeah.
We haven't named the boy from yesterday, have we?
Boy from here, no?
Right, we'll let you guys name the boy from yesterday. This is Oreo, though. I think that's got to be.
Oreo.
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
He's so tiny.
A little tiny Oreo. We don't really know what's happened with Ted. So Ted was born. Is he 5 weeks on Saturday? Or he's just turned 5 weeks.
5 weeks on Saturday.
He's good. So he's 4.5 now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I got confused. So Teddy's 4.5 weeks old. When he was born, he was very weak. His neck was all wrong. He could have been born like that. He could have got damaged by his mum, or he could have been attacked by a fox. There's a good chance of that. So he's always been weak. He didn't stand up for 2 days. And if you look at, well, a minute ago, Oreo was already on their feet at a couple of hours old. He had very, very small chance of survival anyway. It's got a fly on me. And having him, keeping him going like this, feeding him through the night to get him to this point, and then he's just dropped today. So very upsetting.
No, I haven't, to be honest.
Mark, how long ago did we ring the vet? A while ago. It was a while ago. Apparently there's a crash on the M5. 45 minutes now. So yeah, Teddy is struggling. Northbound at Tiverton, so you're alright. Sending my love to you. Thank you, Hayden. Really appreciate it. I missed you and our staff parties. The good old days.
Oh, sorry, you're still alive.
Yeah, it's alright. Right, I'm going to cut off for a minute because I think I need to have a little bit of a refresh myself because I'm getting a bit emotional and I'm talking a load of rubbish. I'm just struggling with all of this. I haven't even seen my kids. I left my kids at home.
Oh, no, it's underneath there.
Right.
You won't actually go where the water is.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'll try and be back within half an hour. Basically, I'll have a chat with the vet and then I'll see if the vet doesn't mind me going live while... our main vet's a female, but I don't know who's actually coming. So I think they said whoever would be nearest would get to us the soonest. So I'm saying she, but it might end up being a male.